All right. That is a final from Detroit. 99-91, and the Knicks lose their second preseason game. Very quick post game tonight because I have to go record. Don't you know how to silence your cell phones? I have to make an announcement. Silence your cell phones. It's terrible. I have to go record a post game pod with Jeremy Cohen. So there's going to be a lot of complaining after this game about myriad things and people. I'm going to start off with a positive, which is that, and boy, am I looking forward to RJ Barrett having a season in which he makes me absolutely eat my words. Not that I was ever necessarily dubious of his ability to improve this year, but I was very hard on him last year, and I stand by the fact that he was not good. He has been good. RJ Barrett has been the Knicks' best player through 2 games. He's improved on defense in subtler ways than he has improved on offense. But the offensive improvement for RJ through 2 games has been really outstanding. I think he is 17 of his last 27 from the field after that 0-6 start. And for that, whatever it was, 3, 4, 5 minute stretch of the third quarter, RJ looked the part for the first time. Maybe it happened a couple times last season. I'm sure if I went back and watched the Houston game, I would have seen a segment or two in which Barrett took control of the offense in that game as well. But I thought his decision. Someone just mentioned his decision making. I thought his decision making was not only good tonight, but I thought his decision making through the first 2 games has been quick. He gets the ball, he moves right away with it. There's not a lot of time to process. So, if as in, I'm going to go back to this all year in these things. I'm going to sound like a broken record. Me and JB talked on our final preseason pod about what makes this a good Knicks season. And if RJ Barrett could look like some version of that all year, I almost, not that I don't care what else happens, but it will have been a good year because that's really important. Not much else good about tonight other than the fact that we got to see Emmanuel Quickly, who I thought was fine. There was some conversation going on Twitter about the wisdom or lack thereof about trying to play Quickly at point guard while having Frank off ball. Personally, I like it because what is the purpose of this season if not to take a kid who has played some point guard in the past and experiment to see if he can be a point guard at this level and see how ridiculous of an idea that is. He was not a point guard at Kentucky, and when they tried to play him a point guard, it did not go well. That said, he has played point guard in the past, and Emmanuel Quickly as an off-ball player in the pros, we know what that's going to look like. It's going to look okay. It's going to look fine. But for him to reach any kind of a real cognizable ceiling, it's going to be with the ball in his hand. So I'm totally okay with that being their approach to him this year. That said, if that is their approach to him this year, I do not expect him to be part of the rotation. But I didn't expect him to be a part of the rotation early anyway. I think he'll be a part of the rotation late. For me right now, in terms of the rotation, I'm just looking at the box score here. It's coming down to 12 guys. One who we haven't seen yet, Austin Rivers, and the 11 guys other than Quickly who have played over the last 2 games. Boy, I am not comfortable making a prediction right now in terms of who has looked the worst. Dennis Smith Jr. looks really bad on offense. He is indecisive. Not getting the team into their sets. Knox, after I thought looking confident on a few of his jumpers. I'm not talking about Wally Zerbiak. Sorry. I can't because I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm sorry. Wally, your ties are great. Kevin Knox, after looking okay on a few of those jumpers, just really didn't look good tonight other than that one putback. I just, but he's a guy that I'm willing to give more time to. I don't know where, I don't know. of all the things that I've seen so far through 2 games, Knox coming out and just not really looking great is probably the most worrisome because, like, Dennis Smith Jr. struggling on offense was kind of predictable. I was kind of hoping to come out and see a little bit of a different version of Knox. And it doesn't look like we're getting that. Mitch, I'm not making a big deal out of tonight. I'm sorry. Same thing with Obi. He's a rookie. He's going to have nights like this. Peyton really didn't play that much. I mean, Elfrid Payton's going to be your starting point guard. You could write that down in pen. Julius Randle. I tried. It lasted 1 game. I tried to be kind and nice and supportive, and I tried. I tried really hard. I don't sympathize with him. There's just not a lot of offensive talent around him, and it's not his fault. It's not his fault because Julius Randle is a battering ram, and if used properly, I do believe he could be one of the preeminent battering rams in the league. Except the thing about a battering ram is a battering ram doesn't have to think. You just hold a battering ram and you make it do its thing. And that's Julius Randle. You just let him do his thing where he doesn't have to make decisions and he doesn't need to I can't believe it. Doesn't have to think a lot. And that's Julius Randle. But unfortunately on this team, that's not the role he's going to have. So I don't know what the fuck they do. I really just don't know what they do. They can't very well trade him because they need him. And I know that's going to upset a lot of people, but Christ, if they trade Julius Randle, then whatever chance they have of being anything other than the second or third worst offense in the league is out the window. I don't know. We'll see what they do. I don't envy Tibbs' job, but that's why he gets paid $5 million a year, and I am sitting here on my, fucking couch. Anything else I didn't say? RJ or Reggie Bullock would be nice if you hit more than 1 out of 7 threes. That would be cool. Yeah, that's really all I got. Last thing. Nice, the defensive effort in the first half was not anywhere near what it was in the first game. Wasn't like putrid, but it wasn't up to those levels. I like the fact that they came out in the second half and they played like this was a regular season game and they actually gave a shit. Oh, Burks. How did I not talk about Burks? Look at this. I'm taking Alec Burks for granted already. 5 for 9 from the field, 3 for 5 from the arc, 15 points on 9 shots. You gotta love that. Again, Burks is gonna play. Burks is gonna play. Randall's gonna play. Noel's gonna play. Peyton's gonna play. Barrett's obviously gonna play. Toppin's gonna play. Mitch is gonna play. That's 8 guys. So, take your pick of Frank, Dennis, Knox, and Bullock for those last 2 spots. I think Frank has earned a spot. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I think Frank has earned a spot. If we're going on merit, Frank has been better than Dennis. He's been better than Kevin. And he's better than Reggie. Yeah. We'll see what happens. And Rivers. I forgot about Rivers. Rivers is going to get that other spot. But again, are we really going to enter a season in which both Dennis Smith Jr. and Kevin Knox are out of the rotation? I mean, do we even want that? Do we want Kevin Knox out of the rotation? I don't think we want that. I don't envy the job Tibbs has in front of him, but we'll see what he does. Maybe injuries will make it easier for him. All right, now I'm gonna go. Tune in for the pod tomorrow, and I will see everybody after the game on Wednesday night. All right, adios, guys. Thanks.